objects cannot exist individually, they exist in relation to things and with other things in space and with contexts. I'm very interested in the relation between two sculptures or three sculptures. And so the space that there exists between these two, it's also a sculptural space. And that's what I'm interested in, these layers and the viewings, what you see through, and the relations they establish, because there's always a story behind each sculpture, so to say. So for me, they look like characters. I think my work is a kind of hybrid between something, a piece of furniture and a sculpture, or something you have already seen from a domestic interior. It was always my wish to have a show where I wouldn't have to use artificial light. So this is like a dream space, because light, you know, is so important the way we understand sculpture, and it's a sort of form. It creates forms and volumes, and we really understand work so differently during, you know, different times of the day. And here you see these movements and these changes in space, which I think they are so sculptural.
I worked with Theodora Vischer, the curator of Resonating Spaces, in 2001 when she asked me to do an exhibition at the Gegenwartskunstmuseum. It was very comfortable to work with her again when she invited me to be part of Resonating Spaces. Once it was decided which rooms I would have for my work, we started to think about which works to include. I always like to think about the spaces when I do an exhibition and how the pieces work together in the space. Theodora suggested putting the large works with the small works and mixing the chronology. This is something I haven't done before, but I was open to trying it. I tried to choose works which had connections to each other even if they were made decades apart.
Bei jeder Arbeit, die man anschaut, kommen einem wahrscheinlich Dinge in den Sinn, die man erlebt hat. Die Person bringt schon was mit und gleichzeitig sieht sie etwas, und ich glaube, aus dieser Verbindung zwischen beiden entsteht eigentlich das Interessante. Also auf einer Linie gibt es ja Raum auf der Zeichnung. Oft kommen meine Zeichnungen ja bis zum Rand. Ich stelle mir immer vor, wenn man meine Zeichnungen anschaut, weil sie eben an den Rand gehen, dass man eigentlich wie über den Rand hinausschaut und sich zum Teil vorstellt, was, wenn ich das ergänze, wie oder was könnte das dann werden. Was mich interessiert, ist schon auch so Verbindungen quer durch den Raum zu schaffen. Zum Beispiel, dass jetzt die zwei rondenartigen Zeichnungen über Eck hängen, kommt nicht von ungefähr, sondern ich glaube, die Augen machen automatisch diese Verbindung von einem zum anderen. Ich stelle mir vor, dass man mit den Zeichnungen wirklich eigentlich den Raum füllen kann und eben im Raum ein unsichtbares Netz machen kann und dass das zusammen einen Klang gibt.
started working with sound when I did my master's in Belfast. I became really interested in the sculptural aspects of sound and how it could define architecture. I'm really interested in the sculptural aspects of sound and how it defines space. It's important there's a human presence in the work, like the physicality of producing the sound, especially a conch shell, which is what I've been using for the work for Beyeler. These 12 tones will be produced with different conch shells from all over the world. But it takes a lot of effort to produce a tone from the conch. And as I'm using 12 different tones with these conch shells, at times there'll be many tones playing together, so it'll have this dissonance, this discordant sound, so it's constantly shifting through the space. When I'm looking for inspiration, you know, I really think about the acoustics of a particular place, or the history, or the atmosphere, and you know, and how the place sounds, you know, how the sound resonates within the space.